tell me if this is better for you. Okay.
Good evening, and we're back in Antalya for the 2026 Predator European Full Championships, organised by the European Pocket Billiard Federation. 8 ball is the game, and it's time for the 3 finals. So let's meet the players. Firstly, on table 3, we have the under-23s. It's an all-German final, so will you welcome Yuma Gorna. Moving on to table 2 in the women's final. And representing Austria, Jasmine Osher. And from Spain, Febr. And finally, on table 1, it's the men's final. And will you welcome, from Norway, Emil Andre Gamflot. And his opponent, representing Spain, Juan Carlos Exposito. The men's finals are a race to 8 and the women a race to 6. And your referee is in charge of the action. On table 3, Alexander Mulovic of Serbia. On table 2, Alexander Balash of Romania. And here on table 1, Iva Pospachilova of Czechia. Players, you may lag for the break.
Well, thank you all, and thank you, Luke, for the kind introduction and for joining us here in this European 2026 Women's 8-ball final. A fantastic matchup between the Austrian Yasmin Ushan and the Spaniard Maria Teresa Ropero. My name is Gethin Davis, and joining me in the box for this race to 6 alternate break, my good friend and colleague Eric Horlifson. Eric, this should be a corker, sir.
Hey, pleasure to be with you. Old hat for Jasmine here. I think this would be near her 20th final in the European Championships. Up against a formidable opponent in Maite Ropero. Short race, Gethin, so both players are going to be looking to get off to a quick start here.
Yeah, I completely agree. Just had the pleasure of commentating Yasmin Ushan's semi-final. She had a real tough matchup against the Portuguese player, Sara Rocha. And the match before that, she had to come up against a tough country woman in the form of Lena Primus. Both their matches going hill-hill. How much stamina this lady has, we'll come to find out. Her opponent, Maria Teresa Ropero, having quite a nice win in her semi-final, taking on a formidable Anna Gradiznik. She took that 6-1. So let's see if she brings that form into this final. She gets the break.
Yeah, that is a tiring couple of matches. See how Jasmine's able to hold up. Ropero won 6-1 in her semi-final. Likely was playing well in that one.
Yeah, and Yasmin was just not getting the break working. She only had one real good chance at a break and run. And that was really the difference that made it a bit more of a slog. It looks like Maria here has got her break working straight from the get-go. Let's see if she can reap rewards from that.
Yeah, the 1 and the 3 are going to be the key to this rack. The 6 might have to go next. It's down there by itself. Ideally doesn't want to leave the 1 and the 3 till the very end, but looks like she might have to here. Gonna likely look for a line between the 4-5, landing on the 3 or the 1 next.
Yeah, Maria's semi-final finished about half an hour before Yasmin's, so she will have had quite a bit of time just to step outside in the sun, maybe get a bit of nutrition on board.
Yeah, sometimes an 8-ball, Gethin, it's okay to take the tougher balls last as long as you have a good plan of how to get there. And you can see that she had no cue ball movement towards the proper position on the 3 here. So this is a good out. Ropero's a very talented player. He's been having better results on the international scene. Some top 16 finishes all the way to the quarterfinals in the World Team Championships in Las Vegas last week.
Yeah, they look like they had a lot of fun out there as well. Quite a journey to get back from just off the strip in Las Vegas over to Antalya in Turkey, but doesn't seem to be affecting many of these players. Quite a few of them made the journey in the transition over.
Yeah, Jasmine was in Las Vegas as well. Quarterfinalists in the teams and quarterfinalists in the Women's Las Vegas Open.
Be interesting to see if both of them will be flying back across to St. Louis for the women's event over there.
Oh, she's out of line here. Don't believe the 8 passes the 12. Gonna have to go off the 9 if it doesn't. Half pocket at best there, Gethin.
I think she may need to clip the 9.
She's into a half pocket. These can be deceiving. She'll want to go straight in if she can, but she clipped the 12 on the way through and the 8's down, so one of those rare games where the 8's made in the improper pocket. It's a loss.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate way to go. I'm surprised she hit it that hard though, Eric.
Yeah, I guess just wanted to kind of jam it in the side of the pocket, but I know what you mean. If you're not playing into a full pocket, you're likely going to contact the rail on the way in. Would have made the pocket a little bit bigger at a slower speed.
Well,
was on a good pattern there. Just ran into the 8 last minute.
I was just about to say, you know, real good signals from Maria Teresa there, and if that's how her break is working and she is able to follow that up, it was only a small mistake on the 8, costly one, but well, very good signs for her. We will get to see Yasmin now with the break. It's alternate break, and as I mentioned, it wasn't necessarily going her way in the semi-final, was able to make it work in the end, but it did go down to the hill, Eric, and she'll be really looking to get this cue ball frozen and making balls off this break.
Yeah, she is a strong breaker overall, and with the rack being tapped here, I think she'd be a force on the break. See how she's able to make out in the final. There's the 9 almost. Head ball almost coming back in the corner, but dry.
Yeah, similar alarm bells, and this time the cue ball has gone into not a bad position, maybe shape on the 6 into the corner.
Yeah, I think she has to start 6 here. Cue ball's going to have a lot of energy going up table. Ideally, if she can run it into the 3 or the 12, should help her position. Undercut. And a choice for Jasmine to start on either suit now.
Yeah, first time.
The solids because of where the 11 is. 275 looks like a good start here.
Yeah, there's no real...
3 can play at the end. Sorry, Gethin, go ahead.
I was going to say, you've just called it out. I was going to say there was no real problems out there. I was having a look at the top of the table. I think you've called it.
As long as she's able to get straight on the 4. The 12's kind of in the way of getting straight on the 4, but I would try to. It's got to come a little bit to the left of it. 3-4-1-6 works as well, or 3-4-6-1. Actually like the 5 next, avoiding the 3 in the side, but she's underdrawn this a bit. Might have to take the 4 in the same pocket as the 3 now.
Yeah, played nicely. Both these ladies very threatening in open play. And if their breaks start working, we won't really be seeing much safety play from them. I would be interested to see a little exchange of that at some point in this match. Hopefully that is to come. But right now, both the way these players have come out of the starting block, Eric, they look like going on the full offense to great effect.
Yeah, Yasmin's going to have a 2-game lead in the early part of this match. It's going to be big for Maite to hold her serve in rack number 3.
She brings that round nicely. And has played this pattern very nicely, Eric, it must be said. Taking advantage of that unfortunate mistake from Maria Teresa, but more importantly, a 2-rack lead early in this match. And just having a look out at the other tables, over on table 1 right now, we have the men's 8-ball final. And that's between Emil Andre Gangflot of Norway and Juan Exposito Carlos of Spain. That one looks like it's going to be a very interesting matchup. We'll try and keep you ahead of the scores there. And over on table 3, it's the under-23 matchup, all German final between Yuma Dorna and Denis Laskowski. And both them players have been very strong from the get-go. That one could be an absolute thriller. All of them matches on Pro Billiard TV, so don't worry, you'll be able to watch it back after this match. If you want to keep update of the next event, the 9-ball tomorrow, and the team event which will finish on Tuesday, please do visit EPBF.com. You'll get all the live scores, schedules and updates. Well, her opening break, Eric, was spot on. Can she replicate that now and back it up?
Decently square hit, but caught some draw. Doesn't look like she's going to get one unless the 14 falls. It does last second.
Ooh.
She's going to stay at the table here.
The last ball moving, drops in the corner, Eric. That could prove fruitful.
Both balls look okay here. Nothing really tied up. The 9 could be a bit of a problem in the right middle. Three, 7, 2, 1 plays okay. She's going to go stripes here. Not too worried about the 9.
From this angle,
Yeah.
Eric, it looks quite tight on that 12 ball next to the 6. You have to be quite precise with the cue ball, finding the gap there. Not sure if there's more of an angle than the camera's letting on.
She's out of line here again. Yeah, the key to getting on the 12 was going to be getting good on the 9, but she's going to have to take the 9 now, so she'll be scrambling for the rest of the rack here. Considering a combo, wants to leave the 9 to get on the 12 and very thin on the 9 as far as the pocketing. Well, equal difficulty between both those shots. 13's very far from the pocket. That's why she'd like to avoid the combo. Slightly undercut. She's not going to leave anything for Jasmine. See what kind of safe she can come up with here. Always tough to play safe in 8-ball, playing safe around so many balls. Don't mind drawing off the 6, drawing the cue ball to the left a little bit. Top right corner should be blocked. Only issue there is the 6 might play into the 8, and 12 could be available in the top right. It's a little dangerous. The 6 has to cover the 12. Nicely played. Did leave the 13 though, possibly.
Yeah, that 9 is really in the spot above it down there.
And the 12 can only be made from the left side of the table now. He was going up the 13 there, caught the 11 on the way through. Tough table for both players, Gethin.
Yeah, it's hard to see what can be played onto opening up or getting position in them little clusters, and maybe can play the 2 to open the 1. The 1 may, no.
Yeah, she can do that now. Biggest problem obviously on the table is the 4-9. There isn't a solid really near that area where it's going to be an easy breakout. 6 has to be pocketed near where the 13 is. It's a tough table here for Jasmine.
Yeah, and I'm just looking if there's a good opportunity for her to play safe, but that 11 ball at the top of the table just...
Yeah, I like the safe play there. Jasmine showing some experience. And even if you have a small numbered advantage, saying that Jasmine has 6 balls on the table and Maite has 4, that's a decent advantage in this type of game. Got ball in hand here. The 4 is actually available on the short side, Gethin. I didn't realize that. She'll be able to take it now.
Oh, that makes a difference. Especially if she can... I was just looking at the shape she'll get on the 6 if she was to try and do that, but may not elect to do that now. Yeah, she went to come underneath to play for the 6. Caught the 12 heavy.
Yeah, I didn't want to catch the 12 there. She's pushed it in a way where the 6 is except for the top left.
Oh, that's very nice, Eric. And this is what I was hoping to see between the two players. Just a little bit of an exchange of safety. And looking the cue ball up against the 1 there really does limit Ropero's options here. Still no obvious out pattern for either player at the moment. Both of them are going to have to develop or wait for their opponent to develop. Ooh. That was nearly right behind the 2. That has left this 13 on, Eric, down the long rail. Turn that down, hit it quite thick, and there's a gap between the 8 and the 6 for the 3. I don't think it's going to allow her to get any shape on the 6 unless... No, I don't even think she can force it into the long rail to bring it underneath. That would be the ideal shot and get to the 6 straight away. Just taking the time here, looking like she's just playing against the 2. Looking again for good cue ball on that short rail, with the 11 hampered by the 1 and the 12 not in necessarily the best of positions. Yasmin must fancy the chance of getting back to the table. With what? Well, we'll find out. Well, if you look from this angle, that 6 clearly isn't on. So we'll probably see Yasmin playing another containing safety here. Little double kiss. And again, still not opening up for either player, so Maria Teresa may not feel it's worth attacking yet. Oh, look to play that up. Look against the 6. There's a little gap opened up, and if it passes the 8, that might be a small window of opportunity for Yasmin here. And we may find she takes this on. Look at that. Yes, indeed, it does go. Maybe she's not going to go for it because there's no value, but Great camera work to spot the angle. Looking just to bring the cue ball onto the short rail here. Well, not a bad effort. May be able to see an edge of the 6. Has a good look at the 5. That 2 does look a good ball for cover if she doesn't feel the clearance is on. May go aggressive. Try to do something with that 111.
Apologies, everybody. Just having some slight connection problems, but I'll do my best over here. Long rack. Yeah, we've been fighting for a while. Big cut on the 1 here for Yasmin. Has to stay offensive at this point.
Yeah, Eric. It's taken the players a long time to get to this point. That 1 was in trouble for Yasmin, the 6-2. Slowly, through an exchange. She's got to the 6.
Yeah, did about as good as she could there. Chance for a big lead now in the final.
Ooh, that was tough and spat back out by the centre pocket. Our regular viewers will understand these Predator arc tables are not forgiving at all. And a good opportunity to take a 3-0 lead could be overturned. Both players getting a lot of table time in this rack, but not getting a good look. Yasmin massaged a very good look for herself, and now, ooh, depending how straight this is, Rapero has put herself in a good position to get the scoreline back to a healthy 2-1 rather than a 3-0.
Yeah, really can't develop anything positive towards the 9 here, I don't think. Gonna have to take distance and angle. Big shot for Rapero coming up.
Fantastic pot on the 9. Great shape on this 8. That will be a good boost for her there. Ho, ho, ho. And a lovely cheer from the Spanish supporters. I'm sure there are a few more than just the Spanish in there supporting both these players. And Maria Teresa Rapero gets the score back to 2-1 in this alternate break format. Just a little update on the other tables. We've got Yuma Dorna and Dennis Laskowski in the all-German under-23 final. And they're locked at 2 apiece at the moment, it appears. And over on our remaining final between Emil Andre Gangflot and Juan Carlos Exposito, another Spaniard. Well, he's trailing to Emil Andre, 3 racks to 0. So tight contest here, even tighter in the under-23s. And a certain Norwegian just running away with it ever so slightly in our men's. Well, Eric, when we saw the brakes not working for Yasmin before, she did try from the side. I do like her persisting from the center. She really does get good power in her shots. Be interesting to see.
Yeah, I definitely like this. I definitely like the center when the balls are tapped like this. Power, but nothing down.
Yeah.
Starters available for Ropero. Toughest stripe will be the 10, but she can draw straight back onto it right now.
She was
3,
just
6,
having
5 are a little awkward
Yeah.
for the solids. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying the same. She was having a little look to see if the 5 and what the chance of getting on the shape of the 5 would be. I'm just wondering if she thinks she could have a go at this 5-3-6 cluster here.
Yeah, if she's able to get straight on the 5, that'll lend well to the 6 and the 3 in the right middle.
She sort of just finished a bit halfway here. A little bit further, straight on the 3 would have been great. A little bit less straight on the 5 would have been great. Now she's going to be running into the 6 if she takes on this center pocket with a 3. Coming
She'll
along.
play okay. Anything that kind of rearrange that situation there.
I actually didn't think the long 3 was on. It was made great, and that's held the cue ball in a very handy position for her here. She doesn't need to remind us. We did see how the start she got off to. Potting balls for fun.
Without a line again.
Just come down a bit too far, if anything. Now, is there a thin cut on the 7, or is she forced to have to develop something from the 5? Because that 5 looks very tricky.
Yeah, I don't think it cuts in the top left, and does go in the top right, but looks like she... Got the 7 down, but lost the cue ball. Chance for Yasmin.
Yeah. Can't be doing that really in the final. That'll be disappointing for her.
I like this play here. Key to this rack is going to be getting straight on the 12 at some point. Leads to the 15, 11, 10 nicely.
picking off.
Just a shot of the
three
rack
stripes.
here, Gethin.
Yeah, this is it. Good shape here, and she'll be picking off the balls at the top of the table.
Cue ball's actually going the wrong way here. She wanted to be drawing at least straight back. It's drawing to the right a little bit. One's in the way going forward. It's actually a bit of a bad spot. It's going to be tough to get on the 12 straight. Can't quite tell if she's there, Gethin. Might have to throw it in with some left.
Yeah, she's looking. Clearly not. Yeah, she's just bringing it round a touch. Oh, judged well. Judged very well, Eric, and that's a great recovery shot, you have to say.
Yeah, nice shot there. 11, 10, 12 finish now. 10, 11, 12 finish, pardon me.
She's made a very nice pattern of this, making full use of the ball in hand and getting back out to a 2-rack lead if she's able to polish off these last three. Very important in what is a short race to 6. In this 8, Eric. For Yasmin Ushan to get to 3-1 in this alternate break. It just looks like Maria Teresa Ropero is just taking her time out now. Just to give you a quick update on the other tables, because we will join them for a little timeout as well. Emil Andre Gangflot, the Norwegian, is in flying form. He has been really all day today. He's 4-0 up against Juan Carlos Exposito. And in the under-23 match, still tight, Yuma Dorna trailing 2-3 to his fellow countryman, Denis Laskowski. Myself, Gethin Davis and Eric Hawlison will be right back with you in a few moments when Maria Teresa Ropero returns to bring you the culmination of this women's 8-ball final. Don't go anywhere. Well, a very warm welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this exciting women's 8-ball final. Matchup between Yasmin Ushan and Maria Teresa Ropero. The score is 3-1 in favor of Yasmin. Ropero to break. My name is Gethin Davis. Joining me back in the box, Eric Horlifson. Well, Eric, not really too much to pick between them, apart from consistency for Yasmin so far. More so. That's another dry break for her, and that gives ball back to Yasmin. Where it's landed, there's not too to that. I think we're just having a couple of glitches with the scoreboard. Don't you panic.
Really only the one available in the top left here for Yasmin. A little unlucky not to finish on something easier.
Oh, big opener. Just having a look around. Just looking around at the solids, Eric. They're not too bad. That 7-ball does have a pathway to left centre, top left, perhaps no left centre. That might be one of her trickiest balls.
Yeah, I think getting on the 6 is key to this rack. 8-ball doesn't really have a pocket except for the left middle, right middle I guess, but the 9's in the way of where the cue ball needs to be for that. Not easy here. 3-7-6 can play now, but she's still going to have that problem with the 8 going forward.
Out for the 7. It was a great opening 1-ball to start this run off. Coming out of your chair after your opponent's had a timeout can always make it a little bit trickier.
Yeah, I think she can actually play the 6 last. 7-4-2 and a diagonal draw across. The 8 will be available in the top right if she gets straight on the 6.
Oh, Eric. Taking liberties with the centre pocket is not going to help, I'm afraid.
Yeah, just got distracted by the cue ball there or something. Really unforgivable miss. Into an open pocket, nothing to do with sharpness or I'm sure what she was trying with the cue ball. Trying to hold it as much as she could for the 6 maybe? Bit of an odd one there from Jasmine.
Yeah, perhaps she didn't pick up your closing pattern. More importantly, this is a very important time for Ropero to get back into this. You just feel 4-1 is going to ask maybe too big a question from her. She would ideally like to get this back to 3-2 and ask a question of Yasmin's break. Oh, don't go behind that 4. Don't go behind the 4.
Looks like she still has the 10 here. Eleven's going to become a little bit urgent to get on. Not going to be able to hold the cue ball on the left side off the right now.
No, didn't make the pot. Got the cue ball back over the right side of the 4 this time to play the 15 down the rail. And if Yasmin has a shot to get shape on this 6, she may take it now off the 7.
Yeah, I think she still wants to leave it till last, because it'll play best on the 8. But you're right, the 7 is leading into the 6 right now. Not much she can do with the 2. Pretty straight. Ideally off the 2, if she could draw the cue ball back inside the 4. 2, 4, 7, 6 will play well.
Ho, ho, ho. What a shot. She made that look rather easy, Eric. It wasn't.
Yeah, she did try to get into that small area inside it. That's a little too much angle to hold for the side off the 4. The 7 still can go in the bottom left if she wants. Gonna take the 7 here. Just finding a way to get back for the 6 last.
She did it again.
Again in the side captain. Wow.
Oh,
3 balls to the same left middle.
Yeah. Now, is the 8 blocking the pathway for the 14? Oh, will she have to go for the 12? I think she's going to go for the 12 here and float it around, find the gap. Ooh. Bit pacey. Still on.
Yeah, choice of position here. Depends whether she wants to get on the 11 quicker, or trust to have a good angle on the 14 to get over on the left side. She's got it.
Was a bit pacey with her other shot that came off the short rail. Just needs to be extra careful here. Puts the extension on a cue. Long bridge. Much better. Gets a little ripple of applause as well, Eric, and this rack could turn out to be a very important one for the Spanish lady here.
Yeah, nicely on the 11. Let's come back for the 8 now.
Wow.
The 8 randomly get them, and a lot of mistakes coming in this match.
Wow. This rack has been a surprise so far, Eric. It's every time you think it's over, it's not.
Yeah, I believe this is Reparo's first European Championships final, so she'll be feeling a bit of nerves here. She's going to have a big mountain to climb now, being down 4-1 likely.
Could have been a big swing, this rack, Eric, but you feel now with Yasmin getting to 4-1, it's really going to put it up against Maria Teresa here. And Yasmin Ushan stretches to a 4-1 lead in this alternate break. She needs 2 to get to the desired 6 over on our other table right now, or tables, sorry, right now. The under-23 final, the all-German matchup. Well, it looks like Denis Laskowski is just keeping his lead, retaining it. He's 4-3 up on Yuma Dorma. That's a race to 8. And then in the men's 8-ball final, Emil Andre Gangflot from Norway, flying form. He's 6-1 up on Juan Exposito Carlos. That's a race to 8 as well. Bringing it back to this race to 6. Well, Eric, something needs to start to swing in Reparo's favour. Well, I'm starting to think. I don't know what your thoughts are.
Yeah, I mean, Jasmine is making a couple errors, but being stuck 4-1 in this alternate break format, she's going to have to rely on Yasmin not breaking and running any of her last breaks, which actually she hasn't even made a ball on a lot of the breaks, so. That's a better
Sounded
hit.
better.
Falls in the second row going down. Or railer going down. Nice break.
Yeah, that's more like it. And just having a look, that 7-11 is not going to cause too much of a problem either way. So now, what did she go? Stripes or solids? Both look, well, they have their own attractions, Eric.
Yeah, 2 stripes down for Yasmin, but I think the ball at the top short rail is going to be a bit of a problem for stripes. If she does go stripes, she can go 10, 13, 11, 9. Just going to be risky moving the cue ball in the last shot. I think the solids play a little better here, but the opener's tougher.
While she decides on this, just want to let our viewers know that although it's finals of the 8-ball today, tomorrow the 9-ball kicks off, under 23s, women's and men. Lots more action to come. She's gone stripes, Eric, and I actually don't mind going stripes. I just felt that she needed that big draw shot that she had in the last rack to come back up for the 10 up on the short rail.
Yeah, I didn't think about this, but this will work actually. She has angle going towards the 10 now, and she can play the cue ball up the left side. From the 10 to the 11. Needs angle here. She's got it. Slightest bit straight. Should be able to get past the 8. Yeah, that was tricky. She had to stun it, not follow it. Makes getting the speed of the cue ball the exact speed of the cue ball a lot tougher. Hasn't landed very good here. Cue ball's playing far away from the 11.
Can she stop it somewhere up near that 1 ball? Or maybe between the 1 and the 4 and just... I'm not sure. This is quite a tricky shot here.
I think it would have to be between the 1-4 with a bunch of right spin. Big danger of the 1 covering the 11 at that point. It's not there.
Oh, great.
I wonder how well it plays off the 7 into the corner. If anything, it kind of looks like it's going to the short rail a bit.
Yeah, and being a right-hander, the jump doesn't look on.
Yeah, I was just going to say, she can't really reach over to that part of the table with the jump cue.
Oh, wasn't far away, Eric. Had to load that cue ball up with left-hand side. And now asks a question of Reparo here. Well, she couldn't have asked for a better opportunity, Eric. Yasmin doing all the hard work, taking away all the traffic for her. Pretty much an open table.
Yeah, anytime a player has only their balls or only one or two of their opponents on the tables, high percentage run out situation. Pair getting through the first couple balls nicely here. Straight on the 6. Ideally, she'll be wanting to draw to the left of the side pocket.
Ooh.
Not perfect here, but still in decent line.
Well, I have to say, I thought the 11 wasn't going to come into play. But she'll be getting a little close if she comes in and out of the short rail here.
Yeah, the one ball left on the table to get around did play a bit of a factor in that one. She's not perfect yet. Have to soft draw at this ball.
Oh, nice touch. Yeah, and nothing more than a stop shot finish. Very nice on this. Testament to her previous shot. And they're all becoming very important for Reparo here, Eric. And this 8 ball needs to be a point on the board. And she has done that indeed. Nice round of applause. A good bit of a support for Reparo in the arena there. It's been some great matches with the Spanish players. Ooh, getting TV table time and going quite deep. Reparo making the final, really flying the flag for Spain here and doing her best to get back into this match. Yasmin now leads 4 racks to 2. Over on our other tables, well, Uma Dorna and Denis Laskowski in the under-23s, they're all locked up at 4-4. And in our men's 8-ball final, Emile Andre Gangflot, it was still at 6-1 when I looked just now. I haven't heard anything yet, so no, that's still at 6-1 in their race to 8. And if you are enjoying this final, ladies and gentlemen, please do like, share and subscribe. And I'm sure I will mention it at the end, but after these finals have concluded, we will be all moving on to stream 1, table 1, for the award ceremony for this 9-ball event. Reparo to break, trailing 2 racks to 4.
Just got one down. Might be able to pull closer to Yasmin here.
Yeah, this was more
mind.
like her opening break, Eric. More like her opening break, making ball in the center pocket.
Key to the solves is going to be getting good on the 2. Ideally, she's going to want an angle inside the 4 where she can draw between the 10 and 11. Bit of work to get on the 8 after that, but looking good line here. Add in like a straight angle here. Might have to take the 2 now.
Or can she play? Yeah. She's
Well,
looking
this
at
works,
playing off
yeah.
the short rail.
4-1-2 works. Got a little straight here.
Yeah. Does go long up into the top right if she just wants to roll down. She's going for around it. Played that well, but where's it ending up? Does the 8 hamper this?
I believe it does. Does have a following angle into the short rail, and she'll be able to take the 8 in the left middle. Tougher than she wanted here.
Extension.
Nicely
Not
done.
ideal.
How? Yeah. Which pocket, Eric? Top right?
Yeah, it does go in the top right as well. About equal amount of cut into both pockets. The corner plays a little bit bigger from this angle. Needs this one to go down. It's there. Nice shot.
Oh. Clean as a whistle, Eric. And what a turnaround. Repero took the time out and has used it very much to her advantage. Brings the scoreline back to 4-3 in this race to 6. And, well, this is warming up and brewing along very nicely for us over on table 3. It looks like Yuma Dorna, for the first time in that match, has taken the lead at a very opportune time. He now leads 5 racks to 4, against his fellow countryman Denis Laskowski. That is a race to 8. So getting to the exciting stages in that match over in the men's. Well, Juan Carlos Exposito has got a rack back on the board. He now trails 6 racks to 2 against the Norwegian Emil Andre Gangflot. You can hear a few noises in the background as well, so I'm sure there's a couple of fireworks going off. Yasmin Ushan to break. She does lead 4 racks to 3. Repero taking the last 2. This is a race to 6.
Oh, the cue ball's in this time.
Ooh. I did not see the cue ball going in, but what I did see is the 2 ball threatening the center pocket and not dropping. I think that would have been a dry break regardless, but ball in hand behind the bulk line will be a little.
Yeah, she has to take solids here, considering where the 15 is and the 12. 5, 6 have to be played from the left side of the table. First goal is going to be to get on the 1 here.
Yeah, this is a fine margin. Maybe putting the 5 into the bottom right, she could maybe get an angle if she wanted to develop it, but it looks quite fine to try and find the potting angle on the 1 into this pocket. Well, she played that rather nicely off the 9.
Has an angle coming across table off the 5, but it's going to leave too much angle on the 1. I really wonder what the availability of the 1 into the bottom left is. As you said, it's got to be very small cue ball positioning. And she's a little out of line now. Might be able to draw down it in the short side of the 1 here, off the 2. Just seems like there is room over on the right long rail, Gethin, to pocket the 1 in the bottom right.
Yeah, from where she put her cue. Absolutely, Eric, good spot. She may want to pick off the 4 now.
Yeah, only thing off the 1, I'd be worried that the cue ball could be running into the 12 and kind of mess with position towards the 5. No, it's ahead of it. She will be able to miss it. This is a strong comeback here from Ropero. She's able to get through these last 3, down 4-1 at one point, looking to level the score and have the breaking advantage.
Yeah, and it all came from her timeout.
Decided to go into it last minute. She's still on the 5. 15's going to make the pocket bigger for the 5. Don't believe it'll jam off the far point if she does hit it.
Wow.
Directly in.
Accurate potting on the center pocket there. We've not seen many go in like that at that pace these past 8 days.
Yeah, I'm surprised she hit it at that speed, to be honest. But targeted it perfectly.
She has the scent of 4-4, taking this final to a race to 2. This 8-ball, Eric.
Got it.
And receives a big cheer as well from the Spanish and her fans. Fantastic stuff. We have as a final, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like Yasmin's going to take this opportunity to go for a break, and we will just dash for a short break as well, just to give you a quick update. Madonna is still 5-4 up against Denis Laskowski, and, well, Juan Carlos Exposito's on the comeback. He's brought it back to 6-3 against Emile-Andre Gangflot. We will take a short break along with Yasmin, Eric Horlifson and myself, Gethin Davis. We will be back for the remainder of this final. Don't go anywhere. Well, a warm welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this European Pool Championships Ladies 8-ball final at the Miracle Resort, Antalya, Turkey. You join us at a crucial point in this match. 4-4. Yasmin back from a timeout. Maria Teresa to break. This is a quick race to 2 now, technically, in this race to 6. My name's Gethin Davis. Back in the box with me, Eric Horlison. It's getting to the business end now, Eric.
Yeah, perfect break there by Maite. Cue balls ended up in an unfortunate spot to the point where she doesn't really have an opener here. Very unlucky result with the cue ball. Gonna have to get it back near where it is. I think Gethin is the only safe play.
Yeah, agreed. Unless she can just gently roll off. No, because it is literally that spot only.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even mind going off the 13, just elevating, moving the cue ball a little less. Oh, got aggressive and it's paid off.
Oh, Eric, I didn't hear the call, but you heard the groans from the crowd as that slid past the orange stripe. Fine margins, great shot. What a final.
Yeah, I thought the 13 was blocking it, but showed good courage on that one. It's going to have to open up the 1-8 now. 7 plays okay onto the 6. Tough rack. Just underdrawn this, and this could be trouble. It is big trouble.
Very much. Can she get the cue ball behind the 1-8?
She's
Could
going
be
to
her
have
only
to.
hope. I just felt that she'd got this sense of belief and was just dashing around the table in her natural rhythm. But a little run of the ball just slows you back down again. Needs the 8 to come into play. Willing it on.
It's close, Gethin. Had a real brief look at the exact angle past the 8. I have a feeling it goes.
Well,
Cue ball's running into the area of the 13 off the 9. Sorry, go ahead.
No, not a problem at all. While we wait for Yasmin to take this shot, though, just a quick update on the hotline. Emil Andre Gangflot is now 7-3 up against Juan Exposito Carlos. Just stopping his comeback and getting to the hill. That's our men's 8-ball. This is the women's. And Yasmin at the table made the 9.
Ten's going to have to go before the 14 here. Ideally, she'll be looking for an angle on the 10 where she can play the 13 next. Ball is here down here by itself, so I don't mind taking it first, but shot of the rack's going to be getting on the 10 properly.
Yeah, ideally just needs it just to right a center of the table. How's her pace, Eric? It doesn't look too bad at all.
Yeah, I'm going to have to leg it in slowly if she wants to play the 3rd. She can come around to.
Looks like she's playing the drag shot, Eric, indeed. Oh. No, back around. I don't mind that either, Eric.
Yeah, looking good now. Timely run out here for Yasmin. The champions always seem to find a way to get it done near the end of matches.
Yeah, sometimes it's an extra gear. Sometimes it's just coming up with that big shot. And, well, Yasmin, 44 years of age, been playing for the majority of them years at a world-class level, and is no stranger to the pressure of a final. Maybe a little bit different for Rapero, but don't take anything away. She's very much in this match, but we see Yasmin now take the hill. So it will be must-win situation for Maria Teresa from now on. However, this match has not failed to surprise me yet, Eric. Maybe there's another twist and a turn before we get to the end.
Yeah, the good news for Rapero is that I don't believe Yasmin is on a break and run yet. She's been hitting them well, but just only making a ball on half the breaks she's had. Scratched on her last break.
I have to agree, that has been a big chink in Yasmin's armour just for the latter end of today, in her last match as well. Just not getting the success from the break that she wants. She's going to the side, Eric.
Yeah, I mean, it has been working from the middle, so can't fault her for trying something different here. Got a ball this time, got 2 down. And the stripes are looking okay, except for the 12. 9's a little tough. Not an easy layout here.
No. But if she fancies a way of getting that 9 into the centre, I do fancy stripes here.
Yeah, I think it's really sharp in the side. But it's tough to open up the 3-7 with anything off the solids.
It's also tough to open up with a bank on the 9, but it looks on.
It's a decent thought, because going forward in the rack, just going to get tougher if she's out of control with the cue ball on the 9.
Well, she may have shape off the 10 to play the cue ball back to a similar position. I don't know. If she doesn't feel that that centre pocket is on.
I think she was considering going off the 12 and opening up the 9. It's going to be pretty late in the rack. She'll have to eliminate the 13. She's got
Friendly
the angle
bump.
now, Gethin.
Yeah, that was a very friendly bump. Well played.
Just has to avoid the 8. She has to stun it, so the cue ball will be moving to the right a little bit. Gonna have to get the cue ball real close to the 8 here.
Yeah, and getting over the 2 as well. Nine on the clock. Oh!
Tried to get into it. Just a little short. 8 ball had her worried on that one as well. So likely going to have to be a bank now on the 9.
Screwing into it? No.
10 sets up well for the position she has to be for the bank. Cue ball's going to be moving a lot off cross bank attempt. Really nothing else here though for Jasmine. She's looking at it in the side.
Yeah.
Hasn't looked at it all rack, but down to the point where she might be forced to.
Well, before she moved the 8, there was a chance of just dropping it in very gently and still leaving shape on the 8. Now she's got a deep draw. And, well, a couple of friendly bounces. Has shape on it, but look at where that 3 is. I do fancy, though, if she pots it, she may find that little window through there. What a finish that will be.
Nice. It's possible. Worst case scenario, she can swerve. Super sharpen in the side here.
She had a bit of trouble with this pocket earlier. Not today.
Got this one. And I think she's found the window, Gethin. What an out here.
Played very well. This 8 ball. And Yasmin Ushan looks up to the sky, shakes her fist. She will be crowned 2026 Predator EPBF European 8-ball champion. What a performance, and more so, I would have to say a big well done to Maria Teresa Repero. She played fantastic to get to this final, and look at the camaraderie between the two players. Absolutely beautiful. Great respect. Don't forget, there's still 2 other matches going on at the moment. We do have the men's final and under 23s still underway. If you want to catch them, please do go and visit our other TV tables, and also the award ceremony will be following straight on table 1, so maybe I can direct you all into that direction. Big thank you to my colleague Eric Horlifson. My name is Gethin Davis, and thank you all for joining us for this entertaining final. Tomorrow we kick off the 9-ball first thing in the morning, and Tuesday we start the quarterfinals, semi-finals and finals of this team event. A big goodbye from the Miracle Resort, Antalya, Turkey. Don't go anywhere, and if you are, go to table 1.